pretty much by using, FICO. They're doing the calculation. They're gathering data. They're doing the calculation and giving you a score. Vantage Score is doing the same thing. And then, like I said, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian may have just things a little bit different. So they are the ones that are calculating your score. It's not the lender, so it's not your bank. It's not your bank's fault or whatever it is, or your credit union or whoever it is. It's not them that's actually doing that. So you just make sure that you just get the highest credit score that you can, and everything will work out for you. All right. Let's see. So, will I be penalized for shopping around for the best interest rates? Generally speaking, yes. Yes, you will be penalized for shopping around for the best interest rates, except for when you're looking for a vehicle or you're looking for a mortgage. Those are the only two times. You can't be shopping around for the best credit card. If you're shopping around for the best credit card, then every time you go in and you fill out an application, you'll get dinged whatever points. 2 to 10 points for each one of those inquiries. The only difference is when you're shopping for a mortgage or you're shopping for a vehicle, the system is sensitive and smart enough to know that you're not buying 5 or 6 cars. They think, hey, they're only buying one car. They're rate shopping to get the best or to get approved, if it's kind of sketchy, or they're shopping to get the best rate. And so they don't think that you're buying 5 or 6 houses or 5 or 6 cars. So then at the end of the day, all of those inquiries will still show up on your credit report, but you only got dinged as if you only made one inquiry. So that's pretty much what happens. So do lenders and creditors look at all 3 credit bureaus when they're trying to decide what they're going to do for you? Typically, no. Are they looking at all 3 credit bureaus? No, they don't typically look at all 3. But every time you try to get a mortgage, they look at all 3. They're looking at TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. If you don't know, sometimes you have information on one and it's not on the other. So you can have an account because no company is required to put your information in your account on every credit report. They can choose only to report to Equifax if they want to, right? So they're looking at all 3 because they want to make sure they have all of the information, all of your accounts accounted for when they're filling out your debt ratio and all those kinds of things. So that's what happens. They don't all look at all of them, but mortgage companies absolutely will look at all 3 of your credit reports. Now, here's a short story right quick. I went to my bank when I was buying. I have a Slingshot. So if you don't know, it's a 3-wheel vehicle, kind of like a motorcycle type thing, right? So I went to go buy me a Slingshot, and I was buying it from an individual. So I went to my bank. I went to my bank first, and when I talked to them, they told me that they actually pull all 3. I said, even for, this is like a vehicle loan or whatever. They said, yes, my bank actually pulls all 3. So that's what happens at my bank. However, if you go somewhere else, and typically if you're at the car dealership and you're trying to get a vehicle, wherever company they go through, they only pull one. So maybe they have a contract with TransUnion. Maybe they have a contract with Equifax or Experian, but they're only going to pull the one credit report. So sometimes TransUnion score is higher and better than, say, Equifax or Experian, or maybe it's the other way around. Back in the day when I used to do this, I used to have perform personal loans for people for a company. We used to use either Equifax or TransUnion. So I was there 6 years. We changed contracts at one point in time. We had both of them at one point in time. And for me, in my experience, or the way I thought about it, TransUnion scores were higher. So if I'm looking to get you the best deal possible, or to make sure that you actually get approved, I probably would pull the TransUnion first back in the day. That doesn't mean that TransUnion still has the highest or Equifax has the highest. I don't know if there's any data out there that say what one or the other is better or higher than the others. But those are the kinds of things that happen. So only if you're going in to get a mortgage typically are they pulling all 3. Other places will pull just one. If you know you have a better credit score on Equifax, and you're going somewhere to get you a vehicle or whatever it is, ask them, who are you using to pull my credit report? If you know you've got a couple of collections on TransUnion that are not showing up on Equifax, then your score most likely is higher on Equifax. Ask them, who are they using? If they're using TransUnion, maybe you don't want them pulling your credit report. If they're using Equifax, maybe that's the one you want them to pull to help you with the best chance of actually getting approved for for whatever it is you're looking for. This question: do inquiries from pre-approved offers affect my credit score? No, they do not. So you get a pre-approved offer. Yes, they've taken a dabble. They've taken a look at, what your credit score could be and your finances, that whoever is pre-approving you, they may have some limited information that they bought from somebody, or if you're a customer of theirs, they have their information, but you have not applied for credit. You didn't apply for credit. The only time your credit score is being affected by a inquiry is when you actually apply for credit. Other than that, then you're perfectly fine. So those pre-approvals do not hurt you at all. I got a couple more questions, but we got a lot. We got a lot of questions, and we're already 35 minutes in. So look, I'm going to end the show with my shout-outs today, so I didn't stop and pause and do any shout-outs at the end of the day. So Ryan King, that is my nephew. He celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday to you, nephew. Stephen Jeffers celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Kendall Adams celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday, man. Kyle Perry celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday. Today, Rakita Agnew's birthday is today. Happy birthday to you, Rakita. First Lady Joyce Bailey, her birthday is today, so happy birthday to you, Ms. Bailey. Francine Bergens is celebrating her birthday on Tuesday. She's celebrating her birthday. Francine Bergens, Birgans. Look her up. For her birthday, do her a favor and go buy her book. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. So check her out. Francine Bergens. Corlin Kilpatrick is celebrating his birthday on Tuesday. And another Tuesday, Terrence DeRusso. This man does a lot of interacting in the group Credit Score Comeback on Facebook. You guys say happy birthday to Terrence DeRusso as well. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. You know how I do before I got to go. Kobe, Cameron, and Carter, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.